Today we're going to be doing a pretty quick to the point character guide on how to pop in, play this character, and know how to use her in a pretty strong way in the game. Let's do it. Okay, so first off, Djeeta's a pretty strong Shoto character with pretty good normals, really good pokes, and some pretty strong specials to push the opponent back. I would like to touch on a few of her specials that you will end up using pretty often. One of them being her Fireball, which is pretty strong. You can use a light version of it and a heavy version of it that goes pretty fast. You can decide the speed you want to do for that move. Next up, she does have a DP. When you do the Z input, you can pull out this move right here. It's a light DP, and then you have the heavy DP, and it flies up in the air, and it's pretty quick, pretty strong. Good anti-air tool, but also a pretty strong reversal tool when the opponent is pushing you down and you need to push him back. So both those tools are pretty standard for a Shoto, but what she does have that's pretty unique is a Rekka. Doing quarter circle back into either of your attack buttons here, you do have a Rekka. Now, if you don't know what a Rekka is, it's basically a move where, depending on how many times you input the special input, in this case would be quarter circle back attack, it will attack that many times on the opponent. This move is really strong. As you can see on block, it does leave you pretty negative, but if you end up landing it in a combo, then it's a pretty strong tool that can do some damage, but also push the opponent back, which we definitely want. Because for this character, like a lot of characters, we're really going to be trying to get the opponent to the corner, because that's where we can really do some schmicks, you know what I'm saying? She does have a pretty unique move. It's a chargeable, high-hitting flying kick that she can do and hit the opponent. It does leave you relatively safe on block. It does say -2, but there isn't really any moves that can start up that fast unless the opponent wants to spend meter in that position. You're usually fine to block after, so it's relatively safe on block. It's a pretty strong move. Other than that, I want to touch on her normals. Normals-wise, this character can poke like crazy. Her medium hitting hit is a pretty strong tool. It goes decently far. But the real heavy hitter here, in my opinion, is this light kick. This light hit is insane. This is a light button, by the way. This is a normal. I can't believe this is even a light hit. I mean, look at this range. This shit is crazy. She does have a heavy hit, which is pretty strong. It's good for certain situations. Other than that, she has a few low moves she can do. Light to jab. She can do some low hits to kind of mix up the opponent a little bit in some certain situations. Preferably, my favorite is the crouching medium hit. This sword will jab out, and it's pretty strong for some of the positions we're going to be talking about in a little bit. So she does have one of the best anti-air tools in the game, in my opinion, and it's very easy to input. If you do down heavy, she'll do this move right here, and the range on this move is kind of insane. If the opponent decides to jump in, you have a very good option here. And you can get a lot of damage. If the opponent decides to jump in, this move works almost every time. It's very strong, the range is very good, keeps you pretty safe. If there are certain ranges where this might work a little bit better though, you can do a DP. If you feel a little unsure and you're not wanting to go right for the heavy, feel free, go for a DP. Just make sure you pay attention to where they are, because sometimes they might get a little too far and you might miss them. Hence why this move is so strong. Basic without meter, you can obviously like hit in a fireball and some stuff like that. You can also go into certain Rekkas to push them a bit further into the corner. But my personal favorite is to spend this bravery meter and push them back even further. Very strong, does an insane amount of damage. It's a very good tool. If you guys didn't know, this game actually has a universal dash attack move. So depending on what move you do after you dash, you get certain different moves with different properties. My favorite for this character is dash light hit. That move is +2 on block. You can do this into light for some pressure. My personal favorite is to dash up, hit the opponent, and then use a fireball. This puts the opponent at a good range. It pushes them back a little bit where they can't really hit you with anything, especially if you hit medium. If you medium hit and then push them back, you have the option to kind of move back a little bit if you want to, and the opponent can't really sweep you, depending on the character. Most characters cannot hit you from this range, so you have a really safe range where you can keep pushing them back with your fireballs. This is especially strong when the opponent doesn't have fireballs, but it's a pretty strong game plan to play, and it's not too difficult. You run in, hit, fireball, boom, you're safe. And you can reset neutral a little bit that way and kind of redecide what you want to do. Other than that, what I recommend you do with this character is keep the opponent at a distance with these tools that we just talked about until they get impatient enough that they decide they would like to jump in on you, and then obviously you do a ton of damage. Look at that. All from an anti-air. That's nuts. What I recommend you do is play this game pretty patient when you get into the corner. Once you knock an opponent into the corner, there's a lot of reversal options, so this Vera could DP or do something like that and rush out, push you out. She can also do the break right here if she's blocking. So what I recommend doing a lot is to go for some shimmies. I mean, think about it. She's got some really strong pokes, so you can definitely use these in some pretty strong ways. After a combo, after a combo, let's see. You are plus 38 on block. Since you're plus 38 on block, you have a lot of time to decide what you're going to do. There's a few different things that I recommend. So far, what I found what works is if you want to spend meter, you can do this super fireball that uses a bit of your meter, but you are very plus on block. So it allows you to frame trap the opponent. If you hit this, you're plus 5 on block. A lot of people don't know. They see a fireball, mainly because most of the fireballs she does are negative. But doing this one, she's plus, so you can frame trap the opponent and, you know, keep pressing your buttons, which is obviously what you want to do. You want to keep playing the game. Other than that, if you're feeling confident the opponent is not going to instantly wake up with the DP, you do have some pretty fast lows you can mix in there. And from these, you can even cancel to get even more damage. Stuff like this. Alright, so now I just want to show you some pretty simple combos that I would use to get you where you need to go. And they really don't take much effort, which is why I'm going to show them in this video, and they're pretty quick to learn. So, alright, so first off, like I showed previously, she does have a Rekka. It's very easy to combo into once you get a confirm. The light one is pretty strong, just at guaranteeing that you've already got a hit. It's easy to confirm into, so you don't have to worry and think about too much. Oh, I'm going to do medium, I'm going to do this. If you don't want to think, just do light. Just do light. It's easy, it pushes them back a bit, and you're plus 13 on block, so you're safe. Other than that, if you want to get even more distance and you're okay with spending the meter, then you can do the heavy one. This heavy will push them back in the corner and you can extend the combo. I recommend doing this when you're further to the corner and not just in mid-neutral, because then you have to wait longer for the move to come back, and it's better if you can combo into it anyway. So what you can do if you combo out of, let's say, like a medium or like a heavy hit, you can just combo straight into it and it's multiple hitting Rekka. Then after that, it's pretty simple. You can just press the medium or heavy auto combo attack and go straight into DP. It'll look like this. Boom. So pretty strong damage off of a very simple confirm. You thankfully don't have to spend your main meter, but this will take longer to come back than the typical one. But that's a pretty decent combo I'd do in the corner. You're plus on block, very strong. Other than that, you can combo into your fireball if you're at the right distance. If you confirm out of a poke tool, like one of these moves, you can go into DP. I don't recommend it. It's a little unsafe, so I would just do fireball or Rekka. Easiest one is light Rekka, because if you don't land heavy, then you can't do the medium Rekka. So again, you don't want to think, boom, just go light, or just go heavy, boom. Last thing I'll show you is a pretty fun super combo that you can do in the corner. When I'm in the corner, usually I am trying to bait them out so I can whiff punish them, so I can get a strong starter like a heavy. Because then out of a heavy, you can do something like this. See how much damage this does. That is pretty nuts damage for how easy that is. If you guys enjoyed this, I will be continuing the discussion with any of you who are interested in the comments. If you like this, let me know. I'll do more character guides that are straight to the point. But appreciate you, and I'm out of here. So, peace.